Zillow has released their most recent housing market predictions for 2025, and it looks a little different than usual. The topics that they're covering are not the same topics that they've covered before. Hey, I'm Jessica Gatewood, and in this video, I'm going to go over the 6 Zillow home market predictions for 2025. All right, let's dive in. The first prediction is something that we're really seeing just across the board. Zillow is forecasting that values will increase by 2.6% nationally. That's a softening that is being welcomed by most buyers as they are financially stressed right now. This forecast is assuming that the interest rates are going to stay at about 6.5% and that more sellers will be resigning themselves to listing their homes for sale, basically giving up on the fact that interest rates might be dropping to better their chances of getting a higher price. This sentiment is something that I'm noticing in both the buyers and the sellers. Back in the fall, there was still a wide hope that we would see rates back down in the 5s. But now as we're nearing spring, we are seeing that interest rates are continuing to be pretty stubborn. They are staying in the high 6s, low 7s as they are today. And I think that we're going to continue to see that number for most of 2025. So that means, or we think it means, that a lot of sellers are going to start listing their homes as we realize that 3% and 4%, even 5% rates are nowhere in sight, that this market environment that we're in now is going to be around to stay for a bit. With that said, though, Zillow is predicting there to be about 4.3 million home sales this year, as opposed to last year they predicted about 4 million. So they are giving us a positive outlook for 2025. As we continue to see record numbers of inventory, this week, Southwest Florida hit over 26,000 homes on the market. That is like the highest it's been in over 10 years, if not longer. This is great news for buyers, though. This allows, negotiating room. This allows you to be very picky and really allows you time to make the decision that is best for you. One interesting point that Zillow made is that a calmer market should make it easier for buyers to budget for their down payment versus when the values are escalating quickly. I can agree with this. Like during the COVID market, it was nearly impossible for buyers to keep up with the skyrocketing values. And then there was the things like appraisal gap, money needed for appraisal gaps, money needed for inspections after you bought the home because you couldn't negotiate those things into your contract. A more stable market means less of a catch-up game. It allows more buyers to enter the market and become homeowners. Zillow also listed the markets that they expect to grow the most in 2025. At the top of that list is Hartford, Connecticut. Something interesting to note that for the first time since 2018, there is not a Florida city on the Zillow's top 10 hottest markets. So that's crazy. I mean, we've seen a ton of growth here, but we still have room for more. So it was really shocking for me to see that a Florida city did not make that list. On the flip side of that, the cities expected to see a decline or the slowest growth in 2025 include New Orleans, Austin, Texas, and San Francisco. The second prediction that Zillow gave is that the mortgage rates will continue to be volatile. Zillow's best educated guess is that interest rates will be lower at the end of the year than they are right now, which leaves a lot up in the air. They were like that last year by, fractions of points. But honestly, mortgage rates should always be taken with a grain of salt. We have heard repeatedly in the last, let's say, 18 months that we're going to see rates in the 5s and the 5.5s. And here we are still right now, we're over 7. So I don't think if purchasing a home or selling your home is on your radar, that it is a wise decision to continue to wait for these lower rates that are being promised to us. You just never know when it's actually going to happen. The third prediction is that the Southeast market is going to see a tip to more of a buyer's market. This is due in part to the COVID boom, but it's also important to note that if the rates drop more than expected, that this will not see a shift. Lower rates would pull more buyers into the market, which creates a higher competition and then gives seller the upper hand in negotiations. A big factor that contributed to the Southwest growth was remote work. If more companies and the federal government continue to make more people return to the office for work, we may see this shift even more into a buyer's market. The fourth prediction from Zillow is that deals for renters will be going out the window. New construction rental units created a major competition between landlords and forced them to start offering deals such as the first month free or other bonuses. But with the new construction boom slowing, landlords will likely be able to back off giving those concessions throughout 2025. The fifth prediction sticks in the rental category, and that is that pet-friendly rentals are going to be the new norm. Property managers are realizing that most people now consider pets as family. Zillow reported that 60% of renters are pet owners. This is up from 46% pre-pandemic. Almost half of renters surveyed said that they passed up on a rental because it wasn't pet friendly. This trend is also tied to the affordability crisis. A lot of people that would be buying a home right now are being forced to continue renting. So landlords are adjusting by making their properties more accommodating for long-term renters, including those with pets. The sixth and final Zillow prediction is that Americans will embrace smaller spaces. What used to be seen as cramped is now a sought-after designed trend. I've even noticed this with my own clients. A lot of people that were once looking for their forever home have now switched gears to just getting into that starter home. The affordability crisis with high home prices, high interest rates, and Florida, Southwest Florida, particularly high insurance costs. It means that many buyers can't get into the home of their dreams. So they are going for the home that fits their needs. They are adjusting expectations and prioritizing affordability over space. I'm curious what you all think of the Zillow predictions. Do you think that they are accurate, or do you think they're way off? Let me know in the comments below. One thing I will be watching closely is the corporate shift back to in-person work. Employees in the Southwest Florida region are still working remotely, which directly affects our housing market. If major return to office policies take effect, it could significantly impact demand in our area. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos like this or on moving to the Southwest Florida area. If you are considering a move to Fort Myers or the Southwest Florida area, I would love to be of assistance to you. You can schedule a quick 30-minute Zoom to go over your needs and formulate a plan for that move. Also, if you haven't already, you can download my relocation roadmap. That link is available in the description as well. All right, I'll see y'all next time.